Building meeting for July 21st, 2021 is called to order. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Wilkening?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Mr. Dunning Wilkening. Mr. Sharp?
Here.
Ms. Sheehan? Here. Attorney Detmeyer?
Present.
Ms. Murph? Here. Fire Chief Todd Wilkening?
Here.
Margaret Abernathy? Here.
Thank you, Margaret. Do we have a motion to approve the minutes of the June 16th, 2021 public meeting?
I make the motion to approve minutes.
The second, Colleen. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
3-0 carries. Okay. Update items number 1, 12740 Hilltop. Bertram. Mr. Bertram?
Yes, I contacted 3 different roofing companies. One of them came out and never came back. One came out and says, I ain't gonna touch that. And then I talked to Kratz Construction. They sent out a Conrad White to estimate. They gave me a estimation of $15,500.
For the roof?
Huh?
For the roof? Is that what you're...
Yeah, my roof.
Okay.
I'm sorry. And I went over to Sincere Bank over at Stratton Van Tills and started the process of trying to get a equity loan for my house.
Mm-hmm.
She got back to me today, but they still had some questions. The underwriter still had some questions, and she was supposed to be calling me back, but it got to be 5 o'clock, so I didn't get any more answers from her.
Okay. Who are you speaking to over there? Who's your contact?
I think her name is Janelle.
Okay, okay. Do you have any paperwork? Do you have any paperwork?
No, I don't.
Okay. And you don't have any permits either?
No,
You haven't come to the town hall?
when I talked to Conrad White, they said that they're gonna go get the building permit.
They would be able to do that? Okay.
So I'm just kinda waiting on what the bank has to say.
Was the roof the only problem with the house?
You guys said it's the roof. I was planning on taking, some of the money and painting the house.
Chief, is the roof the only problem?
No.
I didn't think so. Okay.
What else is?
Well, you have, siding is also a problem. You got holes in the siding.
Oh, okay.
Doors, windows. The foundation looks like it's got some problems. So the house needs a lot of work. Not
Okay.
just a roof. Not just cosmetic stuff. Stuff to make it safe, so,
Okay.
to live in.
And do we have the inside? Did the inside look, what you recall the
I've
inside?
never-
Have you been inside?
I've never been inside.
Okay, okay.
So what happens when you get the roof done, if you get the roof done? And you use all your money for that, how are you gonna fix the rest of the house up?
I really could, because I got a little bit more than I thought, but, probably gonna have to work on the foundation. And when you say the siding, you talking about the logs and stuff?
Yep.
Okay, we was gonna try to fill that in with wood putty and then paint it.
Okay.
So,
Well, just anything that would stop rodents from going in and out.
all right,
That's what we're looking at. That's, when you have holes in your siding and holes in your roof,
Yeah.
that's in your crawl space or your basement
Okay.
walls, which you don't have a basement, it breeds rodents, so. Around that property.
Yes. This has been going on for
Way too long.
more than a year, and we don't seem to be getting anywhere. I know you're a new owner. How long have you own the place now, is that correct?
well, I have, Mr. Robert Brown gave me a quick deed and gave me the house in May.
May. So you have the house, you're in possession of the house.
He
Huh?
was last meeting, I believe he was.
Okay, yeah.
So,
But, I mean, it's been 30 days, no permits, and we have no paperwork.
Danny, what do you think?
I don't know, I'm looking at it here, and,
It looks really,
I see the inside of the house too.
No, the inside you do not see.
I don't think we got the inside.
I thought you said.
You're
this was
looking at the
one.
wrong, that is not the right house.
Here,
That's
Denny.
the one with the
Yeah.
brown siding.
There's the house.
Yeah, I don't have that.
There
Oh, yes, I do.
you go.
Is the gas and electric still on?
Yes,
Ryan, you have the paperwork, the title, or the...
Yeah, so, just a couple of notes there.
Yes.
When we ran title, as it relates to potential demolition order, I have one that's prepared, however, we think there may be one scrivener's error in the legal description we got from Fidelity, that I was trying to get back together with Fidelity on today, I didn't get a call back from them, but outside of that, the order is ready. As for the ownership,
Yeah.
when did you get the property, sir?
he gave me the quick deed in May.
Because our commitment is dated May 26th. I believe the deed was dated May 15th. I'm not sure that the recorder's office actually transferred title to the property because the deed appeared to be deficient on its face. So all the information we have right now still has the name of the property or the owner of the property in the Wade and Dunn Land Trust.
Yeah.
There is a note in here, there was formerly a land sale contract to you, right, sir?
Yes,
And I believe your wife,
and my son.
and then your son. Okay, I assume David was your son. That was recorded back in 2016 according to our commitment. That was also deficient, and the recorder's office had rejected that. So, as it stands right now, it appears the ownership is still in the name of the Wade and Dunn Land Trust. But regardless of those potential wrinkles, the statute requires us to notify all interested parties of record. So, you know, the demolition order would be consistent with that and would name him along with the Wade and Dunn Land Trust and any other interested parties.
Okay.
I see a whole lot of work on this house. I mean, I don't think it's worth fixing.
No.
I mean, you got a roof, you got siding, you got foundation, you got windows,
15.5 isn't gonna do very much.
not a, even gonna put a roof on that house for that.
No, I
Have to put
agree.
all new lumber in the roof and,
Mm-hmm.
And just to add a little bit more to that,
Yes.
the issues I've indicated will probably present issues for him in obtaining a home equity loan if the ownership isn't
What you just covered,
necessarily
Ryan? Yeah.
Right.
in his name. And that will just draw.
So that
language
could be
things
part
out
of
for
the
him.
delay that we're experiencing it since here. Yeah.
you think we'd be better off to tear it down and build yourself a new one?
Sometimes,
I
yes.
mean, the money you're gonna stick into it, you're almost,
And you're gonna have to hire all the work out. You'll have to hire all the work out, correct? Get
Right.
contractors or whatever, yeah, yeah.
if you get 15,000, it's gonna cost you 30. By the time you're done, whatever you're gonna do, as far as labor.
Yeah,
How's
Yeah.
that?
yeah.
I think by the next meeting, we have to have a hard decision here.
Wait till that, yeah.
Huh?
Go ahead, Colleen, say what you, go ahead.
Every time he comes in here, there's a reason, but it's delay. We never have paperwork, we don't have a permit, we have nothing showing that progress is being made. And I just think it's been over a year at the time.
You wanna wait 30 days?
I get till the next meeting, and if you ain't got everything in order then, I'd vote to have it demoed.
30 days, and we need a lot of stuff.
A lot.
Stuff has to happen, okay?
Permit, proof that you've got money, builder's
And
contract.
Ryan, I'll give you time if you need to
Yeah,
change the
that's,
name on that.
it's one letter that,
Yeah.
I just looked at the legal description, like,
Okay.
that letter does not look accurate,
Okay.
but I haven't heard back from Fidelity yet.
And our next meeting is August 18th,
Do you
2021.
want a motion on that, so it's on
Yeah,
record?
if you could do a motion then.
Okay, I'll make a motion, that by the next meeting, he has to come up with some hard figures and numbers and show proof of of, be able to permit that building. Otherwise, we're gonna have to take action and demo the building.
I'll second,
Okay.
but that's provided everything is planned.
Yeah. Motion carries 3-0.
You didn't vote, did you?
Well, he made the motion, Colleen, and then I said aye, so.
Aye.
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 3-0. Okay, sir? Thank you. We move on to 14620 Bryan Street.
That's me.
Yes, sir. Can you come up and state your name?
My name's Tom Frick. I live at 8008 West 146th Avenue.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we're aware the house is in terrible shape, needs to come down, it's been that way for years. Do you have a plan to do something with it, or where
I
are
want
we
to tear it down.
You're gonna
You're
tear it
gonna
down
tear it down?
yourself?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
well, how soon are we gonna get it torn down?
Well, I can't get a permit to tear it down until I get caught up on my sewer bill.
How far behind?
I don't know, quite a ways.
Get caught up on what?
My sewer bill.
Well, we can't use that as an excuse to leave an unsafe building up, so.
Oh, I could tear it down tomorrow then.
What's the ruling on that, Brian?
Huh?
That'd be nice.
Well, I have to have a permit, right?
Yeah, I guess.
You do have to have a demo.
You have to have a demo, yeah.
As long as it
Well, I
takes-
inquired about a permit 3 years ago, and they told me I could, 2 or 3 years ago, I couldn't.
If they have to
I couldn't do it
date
because
on
I was
the bill, I don't know.
behind. I couldn't get a
Is that
permit.
something that they have to
That's
do?
something we traditionally do. In this instance, it may be recommended that you allow us to issue a building permit for a short period of time, whether that's 30
30
days,
days.
60, 90,
30.
and just get this taken care of.
Yeah, that would be nice.
You got, electric and everything in there yet, or hooked up to it, or,
They're just electric.
I mean, everything,
I'm not gonna
nothing?
tear down the garage.
Pardon?
I'm not tearing down the garage. I'm just gonna tear down.
No,
the
but I
garage.
mean, is got any utilities,
The gas never
Do you have
got,
a house with, or
the
a garage
ga-
without
when they
a house?
redid the gas service,
It's already existing, so
I
I
told
would
them not to hook
defer to
that
legal
back
on
up
that.
because I didn't need it in the house. It just has electric.
It is separate.
because I think.
So Tom, are you gonna do something with the garage then, that you're talking about doing?
Yeah, I mean,
You're gonna fix up the garage so it looks presentable for the subdivision, or are you gonna, what are you gonna do with it?
what's wrong with the garage?
I'm just asking, is that what you're gonna do with it?
Well, I wanna put another, I've been wanting to put a house on that lot, but maybe I should just sell it. I don't know.
Well, I mean, personally, I'd be in favor if the board allows them to tear the building down and ask the council for, permission
I'm in favor of it.
You'll just mention that we could probably get a,
permit to do that, to paint it up.
In your motion, I would need that stated.
That we're going to.
That it would be-
Motion
so
to
how do you want it
tear
worded?
it
How do you
down.
want it worded, that, short-term permit or a short-term demo?
30 days.
Yeah, 30
Okay.
days.
30 days from the date
Brian,
of
does that make
issue.
sense? Is that legal and
Yeah,
everything?
that's what we talked about in the
A
past.
30-day permit to allow him to tear down the home and clean up and tear down.
Yeah.
Can you
A
do that in
removal of all
30 days?
debris.
I don't know about 30, but
If we
What's
start on
your
it,
timeline then, Tom?
to start on it,
want to start on it?
I mean, 30 days.
How many days do we need?
Should be able to,
I don't know, I got a full-time job, so.
Right, well, it's been like that for years, so I'm just questioning because it's been in horrible shape for years. And I know that the neighbors next door have rodents coming and going and they have little kids and it's a problem. So that's why I'm questioning.
are you planning on doing it yourself?
Do what? The demo?
Yeah.
That was my plan, but I don't know now.
I think you're gonna fall into something else here, you're gonna have a permit to do your own demo, no?
Yes, you would.
Huh?
Yeah,
Regardless, you would need a permit.
For him to be licensed to do it, does he have to do that? No?
Now, if he's doing the work himself, but
Just so nothing pops up there at the end, so.
So what's the alternative?
we take it down,
We can
right?
tear it down.
We take it
Then
down.
what?
They
You
put a
can
lien
lean
on
on
it.
a property,
On the property.
For how much?
For how
however much
it
the cost is.
whatever it costs.
How big a house is it?
It's not very big. It's in horrible shape. It'll come down easy.
Probably It's the right contractor, $3,000. Dumpsters are,
Maybe.
How much?
Might be more than that.
dumpsters is what's expensive today. Dumpsters are
Probably
about
have 10
600.
Yeah, I think 10, I was gonna say 10.
Tear down to
Yeah.
clean up by the
Yeah.
time you're done.
Yeah,
You're gonna-
the whole thing,
How much?
10 grand
Yeah, I think that.
That's it.
for everything.
Yeah.
Well, let me think about it, because I had talked to somebody a few months ago, and he was a lot less than that.
Well, if you knew somebody, I mean, you could do it for a lot
Yeah,
less.
then we can do it.
And like I said, the dumpsters are over $600 a dumpster now.
Yeah.
Does anybody wanna make a motion for 30 or 60 days?
Well, might I give a recommendation? So,
Yes.
the way the process works is we have to issue the initial demolition order, and then that would be then set for a hearing next month.
Okay. let's-
And then, at the conclusion of next month's hearing would be the ultimate determination. So,
Okay.
if you wanted to keep the process moving, we have the demo order prepared, you can issue the order, Tim can post it, we can get all the
We
notices
can do
out.
that.
And he still has another month to keep his process going, to figure out if he's got a contractor that potentially
So
could
he'll
be
have to
cheaper.
come to the next
He can
meeting.
come in August and say, hey,
Yeah,
I changed
60
the one, I
days
pulled the
to
permit,
next
whatever.
week, right?
Well, he has to be here August 18th.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he'll have to come in
yeah,
next
by the
week.
next meeting, and we'll have to make a decision. It'll be
We'll make a
another-
decision then.
So it'll be 60 days.
Okay, Tom?
Yeah, you actually,
Whatever, man, whatever.
All right, understood. Thank you, sir.
We need a motion and a second to issue that order.
I'll make a motion to issue the order
For 60 days?
No,
For-
For the,
for him to
Right.
post.
Demolition
For
order.
the demolition order.
Yeah.
And then he'll have to come back and figure out at the next meeting.
motion by Colleen, seconded by Denny. All, yes.
All in favor?
Yeah, well, no, let's do it first. Colleen,
Yes.
Denny,
Aye.
Rick, yes, okay. 3-0. Thank you, Tom.
He's gone.
13013, Theodore Street. Then the county. What do we have on that? What's in here?
No, this, property actually has an active demo permit, however, we have received no updates, there's been no activity, and in prior years, permits have been issued on this property. They were sent a letter, regular mail and certified mail, I did not hear back from them
To appear.
to appear.
Certified letter was sent?
Yes.
Yes,
And no response.
I did not receive a green card back yet. I also reached out to the phone numbers that were on the building permit and received no callback.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of the phone calls on that house.
Well, I mean, they're not responding, so what do we legally?
What we'd have to do next is start, get the title work ran on it, and get everything presumptively back in a month, run title, and have a demo order prepared for you guys to consider at next month's meeting.
Thank you.
That house as well has been on the list for quite a
It has been on there for a long time.
It's not getting any better.
Let's, do we need to make a motion to run
Please,
title?
yes.
Okay. I'll make a motion to run title work on that house, and we will discuss at the next meeting.
Motion by Colleen, second by Denny. Roll call, Colleen,
Yes.
Denny,
Yes.
Rick, yes. Motion carries 3-0. Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah.
7118 West 131st Place, Green.
This property had a new homeowner, February, March of this year. I did send them a letter, however, they were unable to make this evening's meeting. They did respond, they would be able to make it to August meeting.
Okay, let's just wait and see what they have to say.
The next meeting,
Yeah.
they'll be here?
Is that okay, Colleen?
And if it would be okay, the report we have, is dated, if we could, would it be recommended to update the report, because the last reports were done in 18 and 19?
Yeah, should update it.
I went by that house, yesterday, and it has not changed. There's been zero work done to it, in fact, it's getting worse as well.
Okay. You see what- you just do it.
I don't think we let the new owner long list of projects either, so we really need to.
Okay, yeah.
The neighbors were very upset that
Sure.
that idea.
You can't blame them.
No, you can't believe it. All right, thanks, Chief.
Well, I will resend them a letter to appear, and as well, I have a phone number on the new property owner, so I will give her a call tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jill. 7215 West 128th Place.
This is the one that you said didn't,
This one does not meet the unsafe building rules, for an unsafe building. This house is still in good enough shape that it can be worked on, man.
Without being, okay. So we can take this
It's
off the
not,
list?
it's not beautiful, but it's,
We'll take this off. Okay,
it's definitely livable, and
thanks, Chief.
it will be there someday if they don't do some work to it.
Do we need a motion to go?
No.
Okay, we'll just take this off the list, okay, Jill?
okay?
Thank you. 7512 West 128th Lane. This one,
This would be the fire one, Todd?
No,
Nope, I'm
72.
sorry.
do we have anything on 70?
This is the one I was having issues loading the pictures on. I apologize.
Have we notified them, Jill?
No, so 7215, 7512, and 7020 were all on your agenda last month as possible unsafe structures. So Todd completed that report on 7512 West 128th,
And it's not
Yesterday?
unsafe, right, okay.
and so,
That one's okay?
no, this is, we're on number 6, so
Right.
that one is determined to be unsafe.
Okay.
Yeah, this one is as well, high on the tear down priority list.
Okay.
7020?
No.
7512.
7512.
Okay.
Would you like me to send them a letter to come to the next meeting?
Please. Thanks, Jill. 7020 is the fire, West 139th, that's the fire.
This house burned on 3/9/19,
Well, that's been a while.
and, well, we've been on them for 2 years to tear it down, but we cannot find an owner. There was a dispute between the landlord, the renter and the owner. And now we have no way to access getting a hold of them as far as phone numbers or anything. Did talk to the former owner. He did say that this, the female that actually resided there, that left the place just the way it was after it burned. Can't reach her in any way, shape, or form. All the numbers we had for her, we had the police running in-house on them. There's no phone numbers for her. So, but the property does come back to her, Mrs. Crum is the name.
Okay.
And, so this house has to be tore down tomorrow. It has to be done ASAP. This has been sitting there a very long time. A burned out house that is very dangerous still. We cannot mess around with this any longer.
I'd like to make a motion to, put this house on the top priority list. I don't think any neighbors should have to look out the window and look at this house for, a whole year and a half. The way it's standing and the inside is just, uninhabitable, so being it burnt. So I think this needs to go on the top of the list and get it tore down. I make that
Quickest
motion.
process we can get that done would be the best.
What's the quickest, Ryan?
Well, there's two options, right? We could treat this in the same fashion that we're going to treat, item 3, the 13010. Alternatively, there's an argument that could be made that it is an emergency, and thus, you guys could authorize the town to go in to demo it,
Right
and then we deal with the cost on the back end. The only potential wrinkle with that, of course, is this property burned down 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So the argument would be made, how big of an emergency is it now compared to 2 years ago?
That we can't wait
I would-
30 more days?
I would think the quickest legal process will be fine.
I think that's the best.
So if we
way.
go that route, we're looking at probably 2 months, right? For next
Okay.
month's meeting, we'll have title work and a demo order prep, then that'll be set for secondary hearing the following month, and then immediately after that, the secondary order can be issued and the property can be demolished.
2 months?
I would ask the public works to go there and reboard the place. All the boards were taken off the house, and people have been forging through it, when it was originally boarded up. We do need to do that to make it safe.
You make it safe
If
before you
it's
tear it
legal,
down?
we can do that, yeah.
Right, I'll make a motion for Ryan to
Yeah,
run title work for the next meeting.
you second that, Vinnie.
I will.
Get it.
Second.
Roll call, Colleen?
Yes.
Okay. Vinnie?
Yes.
I say yes. Motion carries 3-0. Okay. Thanks, Ryan. Now, we have 2 possible unsafe. Did we get reports on those yet, Chief, or?
Just heard about it.
Okay. If you get a chance, could you take a look at these, Jim?
I'd like to give you an update on the Bird residence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to ask.
We would like, if we could find out where we're at with that, possibly.
I have a draft of the complaint. I just had a few questions I want to bounce off you, so I'll call you tomorrow.
Okay.
But that'll be ready for filing in the next week.
The Salesians property update, as most people do know, has been purchased by a new owner. I talked to the new owner. In the next 45 days, he will be putting a proposal together for the town on a possible refurb of that building and the development of that property.
Okay, great.
Okay.
That's all good news.
Yeah.
Some good news, Chief. Thank you. Thank you. Any other public comment? Public comment?
Mr. President,
Yes.
6425 West 141st, Pamela Ward.
West,
I don't think we ever, Mr. Carnahan brought that to my attention this morning.
And you looked at it, Todd, and you said it needs to come down. On 141st, the A-frame.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Yes.
said that we kicked.
Did I do a report on that?
I think it did, but it kind of got lost in the shuffle.
Okay.
Okay, we'll bring that back out, the report, if we have the report.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll bring that back to your next
For next
meeting.
meeting?
So many reports, I can't remember.
Yeah.
Right.
That's 6425.
What's the address? Was that 64?
6425 West 141st
Okay,
Avenue.
now I.
Avenue. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jim.
I initially had a complaint in Chief Colson's, when the
Yeah.
chief went out there and looked at it. They did clean the property up, but, the comments are that they were waiting to tear it down. When is that, from December of 2020?
December of 20. I'll double check that we don't have anything permit-wise either on that.
Very good. Any other public comment? Yes, sir.
Yes, I looked at this house, the one on the bottom here. My name is Nicholas Woolley. I live in 7000 West, 127th Place, by the church. The house I looked at before, this house on the bottom, 7020220.
West 138?
Yeah.
Okay.
I looked at the house one before, and I kind of like looked at it. And it's got like mold in the back of it, but it's not safe for somebody living there.
Okay.
It needs to be tore down.
Okay.
The front of the house is looking really bad. What I've been looking at.
Sure.
Okay. Basically I just want to know that I looked at the house.
Okay.
Because basically I hadn't been on the property, but I took pictures of the house
Okay.
before. And I went over there and I'm like, looked at the front of the house and it looks like really bad.
Okay.
I mean, basically the the roof is not even safe.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, basically the roof is not even safe enough.
Okay. Very good. Thank you for bringing it. Chief's gonna take a look at it.
Basically, like I said, the drive is no good. I mean, basically there's big hole and there's like mold in the back of the house.
Right.
And, like I said, it's not good.
Nick, how about you and I go take a look at it?
Yeah, we can take a look at it later on.
Do that next week, okay?
Or later on today. While we got time.
Sorry, Mr. Daniels.
I'm gonna go home and spend some time with my family.
I just figured to ask that.
It can wait till tomorrow, so we'll do that.
Okay,
I appreciate it.
yeah,
Thanks,
You
dude.
good with me doing that?
yeah,
Appreciate
no
it.
problem.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Motion to adjourn. This meeting is adjourned.